like to extend those arms forward, feel that stretch out through the spine. We'll hold for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll lift up onto the hands and knees into our happy cat, angry cat. So hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. We'll drop that tummy down, look up to the sky, then round through the spine, look to the knees. Dropping the tummy towards the mat, looking up, round the spine, looking to the knees. We'll go for a few more each way. See if you can start to lift through the shoulders into your angry cat, lifting the spine up towards the ceiling before dropping back down into your happy cat. We'll go for another 4, 3, 2, and last ones each way. And dropping back into your child's pose when you're done. Alright, we're going to be working our way over into a seated position. Now the way I like to get here is crossing the feet over, walking the hands back and flipping over onto the bum, but however you'd like to get there is fine. Alright, we're going to be moving into spine stretch. So if you're familiar with spine stretch, just feel free to jump straight into it, but I'm going to explain it in a little bit more detail today. So we've got our legs out as wide as we can take them. Now we want to try and get them straight. If you're finding that you're kind of rounding through the spine here and you can't quite get that height, there's two things you can do. One, you can take a little bend into the knees. That's just going to help you with the height. Second, and my preferred, is to sit on a little pillow, and that's just going to give you a bit more height or a bolster or anything like that. All right, from here, toes are pointed up to the sky, tall through the spine, hands down in front. Chin to chest round, we press forward, pulse 1, 2, and 3. Then we lift back up tall. Chin to chest round, press forward 1, 2, 3. Back up tall. Chin to chest round, press forward 1, 2, 3, and lift. Beautiful, that's it. Let's keep going here. 1, 2, 3 pulses. Back up tall. Let's see if we can get those fingertips just a little further with each pulse. Forward 1, 2, 3. Back up tall. Try and keep the toes pointed up towards the sky so we're feeling that nice stretch through the back of the legs. We'll go for another 3 and 2. And last ones, 1, 2, 3, then coming all the way back up tall, and we'll bring those legs back in together. Shuffle about halfway down your mat so you've got room to lay down. So coming on down, laying down onto the mat, legs along here, and we're going to bring our right knee into our chest, giving it a good squeeze in. Alright, now from here, we've got our right knee in, which means we're going to drop it out to the right, opening up through the hips. I want to just think about the left leg just for a moment. We want to think about it being super glued to the mat, so we're not kind of rocking off to the side. That leg's staying down, and we're just dropping the right knee just as much as we can here. You can either hold with one or both hands, whatever's comfortable for you. That's it. We're going to hold here for another 10 seconds, and we're going to be taking that knee across the body, finding our spine twist. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing your left hand to right knee. As you bring it across the body, still squeeze the knee in towards your chest, and then dropping it over towards the left. So we're finding our spine twist here. We're just going to sink into this position for a good 60 seconds. Now it's okay if the shoulder's lifting, it's okay if the knee's lifting. We just want to think about them and feel them sinking towards the mat as we sink into this position. Quite often I find it a little bit helpful here to place a couple of fingertips onto my right shoulder and to my right knee, and as I exhale, I'm just slowly pressing down to drop that knee just a little bit further down and drop that shoulder just a little bit further down. And I'm really not pushing hard at all here. If anything, I think it's more just a mental thing. Just to help get that space. Alright, now we can either be looking up towards the ceiling or over the opposite shoulder, so over the right shoulder, away from the knee. We've got 20 seconds to go. Now 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly rolling back over onto your back. Let's swap legs. So that left knee comes in and we're going to drop it out to the left. All right, from here, the right leg is just staying super glued to the ground for this part of the movement. We're just allowing that knee to drop out to the side. You can either hold with both hands or release the right hand, just hold with the left. And we're just going to hold for another 10 seconds. And we'll be taking the left knee across the body in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grabbing hold of that knee, pulling it across the body. Still think about pulling it in towards the chest and then drop it down towards the ground. We're going to think knee dropping down and shoulder dropping down towards the mat. Right, from here we can either look up to the sky or over the left shoulder. As you exhale, think about that knee, so left knee, left shoulder, dropping towards the mat. That's it. We're going to hold for another 35 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly rolling back over onto your back. I'm going to pull both knees into the chest now, giving them a good squeeze in. From here, if you'd like to have a little rock side to side, just massaging out through the lower back. You could even draw some little circles with the knees here as well. Doing a few in one direction and a few back in the opposite direction. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing your feet to the mat, knees are pointing up towards the ceiling, hands just down by your side. All right, so we're going to go through a little bit of our rocking motion with our pelvis. Like to say here, we're letting the light in under our lower back, and then we're going to push the light out. Let the light in, push the light out. So it's just a very small rock with your hips back and forward. Letting the light in, your hand can get under your lower back. Pushing the light out, your hand can't get under your lower back. So this is going to set us up to do our hip bridges. Now we're only going to do 3 of these because obviously this is a stretch class. We're not trying to put too much effort in. But it is really nice to get that bit of a stretch through the hip flexors. So we're going to do a couple here. So in a moment, we're going to push the back of the waistband down, then we lift the hips up, we come all the way back down, pressing the back of the waistband down, then we let the light in. So let's go together now. Press the back of the waistband down. Let's lift the hips up. Squeezing those glutes, like get the hips up as high as you can. Slowly come back down. Allow every part of your shirt to touch the mat, and then let the light in at the very end. So we push the light out, lift the hips up, squeeze those glutes, hips go as high as you can. Slowly coming back down, every part of your t-shirt, every part of your spine touches the mat, makes contact with the mat, your bum hits, then we let the light in. We're going to do 1 more of those. Pressing the light out, lifting the hips up, Squeeze those glutes at the top of the movement. Slowly drop back down. Every part of the t-shirt touches the mat. Let the light in at the end. Nice work. All right, let's walk our feet to either side of our mat. So roughly mat distance apart. Does not have to be exact here. We're going to drop the knees down to one side as we do. Look over the opposite shoulder. Lift the knees up. Over to the other side. Look over the opposite shoulder. So this is like our wide leg windscreen wipers, just going side to side here, getting the knees down as low as you can towards the mat. We'll go for another 3 each side. Another 2. And last ones. And then once you've evened yourself out, we're going to come back up to a seated position. So we'll grab one or both knees to lift ourselves up. Beautiful work, that's it. All right, legs long. We're going to bring the right foot into the side of the left leg. All right, from here, we're nice and tall through the spine. We've got our hands on our left leg. We're going to bring our chin to chest round, press forward, reach those hands down as far as you can. And we're going to hold here. Now if you can grab your toes, grab your toes. If you can grab your foot, grab your foot. If you can grab your ankle or your calf, grab that. Wherever you can get those hands to. And we're going to use that to help pull our nose down towards our knee. So use your exhale to slowly drop down. We've got 30 seconds to go here. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Restack the spine, coming all the way back up. That's it. Let's swap those legs around. Right, so right leg long, hands onto the leg, chin to chest round, press forward. Bring those hands to wherever you can reach them to, whether it's the toes, ankle, calf, thigh, wherever it is. We're going to use that to help pull our nose down towards our knee. Using your exhale to drop down. Hold here for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Restack the spine. Coming all the way back up. We take both legs long now. We've got both legs extended. We're going to do one more where we're going to slide the hands down, drop down as low as we can, reaching those hands to wherever you can get them to. And then use your exhale to pull your nose down towards your knees. Twenty seconds to go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Restack the spine, coming all the way back up. Beautiful work. All right. We're going to come into a seated position now, so it's up to you how you would like to sit, whether you want to sit cross-legged, if you want to have your legs long, if you like to sit on a pillow or a bolster, that's up to you. We're going to give the neck and the shoulders a nice stretch out now. So from here, however you're sitting, just placing your hands down onto your knees and just allow those shoulders to drop down away from your ears. And if you'd like to close your eyes, feel free to. We're going to drop our chin to chest. And then take the head all the way back. Chin to chest. Head goes all the way back. One more. Chin to chest. Head all the way back. Coming up, we'll take our right ear towards our right shoulder. And then our left ear towards our left shoulder. Just keep alternating side to side. As you do, just feel those shoulders starting to drop down away from the ears. Alright, let's turn this into a head circle now, bringing your chin to chest. Circle all the way around one side. All the way back. Over to the other side. Chin to chest, then reverse your circle back in the opposite direction. All the way around. Side to the chest and reverse. Do one more each way. And once you've done that last one, we'll bring our head back up. We're going to lift our right hand up and overhead and place it over the left ear. From here, we're going to be pulling the head down to the right. As you do, let's again think about this left shoulder dropping down away from the ear. So if it's helpful to drop the hand down towards the ground, go for it. Alright, we're just holding here. We're going to be moving through this in a moment. So we're going to hold for about 10 seconds just in this position. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now keeping the head to the right side, we're going to drop our chin towards our chest. So just once you find that natural stopping point here, the head's still off to the right, our chin is down, we're going to hold in this position. You'll start to feel that stretch moving further back your neck. We'll hold for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now keeping the head to the side, let's turn our head and look under our right armpit. Then we're going to hold here, so looking under the right armpit. Hold for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming all the way back up. Let's do the other side. So left hand over the right ear, dropping the head down to the left. So really think about this right shoulder dropping down. So bringing the hand down to the mat here often helps. Just trying to create as much space between our earlobe and our shoulder as we can. We'll hold for another 10. 3, 2, and 1. Starting to drop your chin towards your chest. So really keeping the head off to the left, but slowly dropping that chin down. Once it finds that natural stopping point, we'll just hold here. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's turn the head to look under the left armpit now. And again, we're just going to hold here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lifting all the way back up. All right, we're going to get into the front of the neck now. So this one we're placing our hands onto our chest, one on top of the other. Before we kind of go off to the side, we're just going to go straight back. I get my words right. So just taking the head straight back, and you should feel that stretch down the front of the neck. Now, if you're not really feeling too much here, what you can do is start to apply a little bit of pressure onto the chest and just a little gentle kind of dragging down action, and you should feel that stretch. Just hold here. So these are the ones that are amazing if you're sitting at a desk for an extended period of time. We'll hold for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back up. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing again, but we're going to go off to the side. So we go straight back and then take the head off to the right side. So we go all the way back, then off to the right. And you should feel that stretch down, move down the left side of your neck. And again, if you feel like you can get a bit more from this, just applying that bit of pressure onto the chest and then just that dragging down action. So I'm going to hold here for another 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back up. Let's do the other side. So we reset, go all the way back, then off to the left, and then you get that stretch down the right side. And again, if you need to just apply that bit of pressure and dragging down action. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're coming all the way back up. Just give those shoulders a nice little roll out. Now we've had the sides of the neck, we've had the front of the neck, so we're going to get the back of the neck now. So from here, whichever position that you're in, we're going to interlace the fingers and pop them behind the head. Arching through the spine, look up to the sky. We're now going to round through the spine, allowing the elbows to come together, chin to chest as you drop down into a ball. I'm going to slowly restack the spine, looking up to the sky, elbows out wide. Again, we come down, chin to chest round, coming down. If you're not feeling much through the back of the neck, just going to allow those arms to become really heavy, dragging down towards the ground until you start to feel that stretch. If you're quite tight here, it might not take too much. Lift up and arch. Let's go for another 30 seconds here. Just finding your own rhythm, your own pace. We'll do one more here, coming all the way down and restacking back up tall. And then once you've done that last one, just dropping the arms down, giving those shoulders a nice roll out. I'm getting too relaxed. All right, we're going to come over onto our hands and knees. We're going to be making our way into our pigeon pose. There's two ways of getting into it. You can either come from your hands and knees, where you just slide one knee forward towards your hands, or lift up into a pike where we tuck the toes, send the bum up to the sky, then bring one knee down in between the hands, drop the back knee and untuck the back toes. If you find you can slide that leg back a little bit further, go for it. If you may need to make any adjustments here with the front leg as well, make those adjustments. And then just sink down into your preferred position, whether that's hands, forearms, forehead, or body down. And sinking down into that hip. Using your exhale to allow your body to become a little bit heavier with each breath out. Just going to hold here for the next 30 seconds. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pressing the hands into the mat. Either slide the knee back and swap sides, or if you're coming through a pipe, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee up, send the bum to the sky, and swapping legs. Go dropping the back knee down, untucking the back toes. If you find you can slide the back leg back a bit further, go for it. If you need to readjust that front leg as well, pull down a little bit more of an angle, go for it. And then just sinking down into your preferred position. That's it, just sinking down into that hip. So we've got about a minute to go, but I'm just going to run maybe an extra 2 minutes just because we started this a little late. There's one more stretch up I want to get in, but if you do need to leave, I totally understand. But yeah, we won't be too much longer. Sinking down into that hip, using your exhale. Got 20 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're making our way back into child's pose. So either slide the knee back or come up through your pike where we tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, bum to the sky. Knees come down, untuck the toes and push back into child's pose. So our last one for the day, we're going to be really flowing through this movement. So there's 3 main parts to it. We start in child's pose. We lift up into our angry cat. And then drop the hips down towards the hands, look up to the sky into cobra. Then we come back the same way. We come through angry cat and into child's pose. So inhale to lift up into angry cat, exhale to cobra. Inhale to angry cat, exhale to child's pose. Just find your own rhythm and pace here. If you feel like sinking into any part of this movement for a little bit longer as well, go for it. And we'll just spend the next 60 seconds here. When you come into cobra, if you'd like to have a look over the shoulders, look towards the toes, little twist side to side. We'll do about 2 more here, and then we'll all meet back in child's pose.